Okay, here's Garrison's Raspberry Wheat Ale. And if you didn't get it from the name, it is indeed a fruit beer. I already poured it. Not much more of a head than that. It was only about like that. As you can see, it's sort of a golden amberish kind of color. If you hold it up to the light, it's almost kind of peach, little peach tinges in there. Yeah, it's 4.6% ABV. We'll see how good this is. I had it before. You can get it in 6-packs, and that was a mistake back then. That was years ago when I wasn't used to fruit beers. So this kind of put me off quite a bit, but I'm giving it another shot here now. I only have to drink one of them. So I'm gonna take a smell first. Definitely smell the raspberries, but it's not a super strong smell. Like with some fruit beers, as soon as you open the bottle, even if and you let it sit a couple feet away from you, you can still smell it. Some of them are so strong like that. This one wasn't like that. I opened up the bottle, couldn't smell a thing. I had to bring a glass up to my nose before I could smell it, which is nice. Okay, so it's got that raspberry smell. There's definitely sort of a grainy kind of wheat smell there in the background too. Okay, so it's nothing big and complex. It is what it says it is, essentially. I'm going to take a taste now. Some of these fruit beers have a tendency to become very cough medicine in taste. I was kind of worried. The smell sort of reminded me of the sort of sweetness of a cough medicine I had a couple weeks ago when I was really sick. But the taste is actually quite tart. There is a sweetness there, of course, but it's a nice balance. It's not overly sweet or anything. Doesn't taste like cough medicine. Doesn't taste like a wine cooler or a vodka cooler like a lot of these tend to taste like. It's actually there's an underlying, there's the raspberry taste, but there's also the wheat and the grain, and so that sort of gives it its beer taste, if you get my drift. So it sort of confirms that it is a beer. But that being said, I wouldn't drink this all the time. I wouldn't drink a bunch of these in a row. This is a one-shot kind of deal. It's a nice, it would make a pretty nice aperitif, I think. And in a way, it kind of reminds me of wine. You could almost consider this like a sort of a really de-alcoholified kind of wine. But it's pretty good. It's pretty good. I could definitely see it as a dessert beer or as an accompaniment to some sort of food. Not really my taste. I'm not a big fan of fruit beers or anything. It has to be pretty exceptional to wow me. This one's pretty good though. It's not offensive. Let's put it that way. That's usually the make or break. That's the deal breaker right there, pretty much. Is it offensive to the taste? Is it too sweet? Then it fails. Does it taste more like beer? Then it passes. This is a 3 out of 5. The Garrison Raspberry Wheat Ale, it's a 3 out of 5. It's a pretty damn decent fruit beer. It's worth checking out if you ever come across it.